Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. Yes, so just 2 months left for your examination. I'm very much excited, and I know you're also excited because you want to get rid of this exam. You just want to finish it off quickly and enjoy your holidays. Anyways, right time this is. I have started my own YouTube channel so that I can help you out properly in this journey, right? So this 2 month is called as a peak time. What time it is? Peak time. So peak time, you understand, right? Peak time is something which is very important. Like, so examination peak time is when the exam is after 2 months. That's called a peak time. So whole year you might have studied, but these 2 months, if you don't study properly, then definitely you are going to have a bad effect. All my awesome students, so let's work together, do our best to learn as much as we can. And very important thing is we should respect each other and support each other. This is very much important in life, right? With that, let me go to a quote, right? This is my favorite quote actually. So what it says: tell me, I forget; teach me, I may remember; involve me, and I learn. So what you understood by this: if somebody tells you something, you just forget it, right? This happens with us. This is our experience. And if somebody teaches you, you may remember. There is no guarantee that you will remember, but you may. Say for example, 9th standard, for whatever you learnt, I'm sure most of the things are gone already. And after 10th, when you go to 11th standard, so 10th standard, whatever you learnt, so many things will go, they just blow away. But if you involve yourself into the learning, definitely you are going to remember it and use it, and keep it in your mind for a long time. That is what we need to focus on. In this chapter, these are the topics which we are going to cover quickly. What is the meaning of quadratic equation? What is the standard form of quadratic equation? Very important. 1 mark question will be asked here. And solving questions, that is solving quadratic equations from three different methods. Three different methods are there. We are going to learn them quickly. Then this is the biggest challenge every student faces. Those word problems, right? Statement problems, where we are going to decode them. In detail, I am going to tell you how we can do any word problem with very clear thought, right? And solving question papers from 5 years, previous 5 years question papers. I will make sure that you will get covered completely. Nothing will be left. And I know there are many challenges in this chapter, like factorization is a challenge, finding those factors, right? And taking common sometimes is a challenge to many students, right? And number 3, again, those statement questions, decoding them is a very challenge. So definitely after watching this video, to 99% you will be confident, correct? So there is nothing called as a perfection, so I did not use 100%. Basics are needed. You need to recall algebraic identities to do the first exercise, first main questions. First main questions are there, right? Wherein we will check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. So sometimes we will be in need of a plus b the whole square, then we'll be in the need of a minus b the whole square. Likewise, we will be in the need of a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. Okay, it is better to recall these 4. If you don't know, don't worry, I am here. Definitely I am going to tell you again, as every teacher does in every class every year, right? So finding factors, you should be good in. Say for example, 15 factors of 15. If you are finding 15 comes in which all the table, 1, 3, 5 and 15. These are the factors, so you should be good in this. And ability to relate each statement question to real life scenario. You need to think the question, whatever situation given in the question, is happening with you only. Then you will be able to relate it very quickly and you will enjoy solving that question. Okay, give work to brain, pen and paper. This is the best suggestion. Give work. Let's understand what is meant by quadratic polynomial. What is meant by quadratic polynomial? So we all know what is polynomial, right? Polynomial is an expression which has more than 2 terms. In the previous class, we have studied monomial, then we have studied binomial, then we have studied trinomial, then lastly comes polynomial, correct? So here we are talking about quadratic polynomial. Here we are talking about quadratic polynomial. So what is quadratic polynomial? It is a polynomial definitely which will have more than 2 terms. Polynomial is something that an expression which has more than 2 terms. Definitely more than 2 terms will be there, one thing, and it will be a quadratic polynomial. That means a variable will have its power as its power as 2. Its power as 2. And this is going to be highest power. This is going to be highest power. So this highest power is also known as degree. You might have heard last year also in polynomial chapter last year. Even you have this year also polynomial, you might have heard the word degree. Degree is highest power present in the equation or expression, right? So I am using two words here. One is expression and I am also using a word called as equation, right? So what is the difference? Expression, if you write, I will write quadratic polynomial only. So which will look like this: ax square plus bx plus c. This is an expression. Same thing, if I write ax square bx plus c equal to 0, then it is called as equation. So did you find the difference? Here there is no equal to 0 and here you have equal to 0. That's the difference between expression and equation. Quadratic equation now. So quadratic equation is a what? It is a polynomial. Quadratic equation is a polynomial in one variable. Because you will have x as the variable in one variable, right? And highest power will be 2. Highest power is equal to 2. I just take x square, example, x square plus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation because it is equated to 0. You can see there is a equal sign, equation, equal sign, and it is equated to 0. And you can see 3 terms are there, so it is a polynomial. And you can also see there is only one variable, that is x. Okay, don't think x square and x are two different variables. No, the variable in the sense, just look at the base. So base is x here and x here. Here the power is 1, here the power is 2. In fact, x square plus 7x plus 10 also has a x, but the power is 0 here. So what is this x to the power 0? X to the power 0 is 1. So anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, we won't write this since it is a 1. So I will write x square plus 7x plus 10 into 1. So 10 into 1 is what? Again 10 into 1 is what? It is just 10. Therefore, we won't write that. Hope till here it is clear. Yes, equal to 0. This is the equation, quadratic equation, and example for it. Next thing, we need to study about the standard form. So 1 mark question will be asked about the standard form. You need to be very much clear about the standard form. So what is the standard form of quadratic equation? If you remember, just now I had written, it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is standard form. Now you tell me, if this term is not there, then will this be a quadratic equation? I mean to say, if I write bx plus c equal to 0, is it a quadratic equation? No. Why? Because that x square term is missing. What is missing? X square term is missing. So what did I say? What is the meaning of quadratic equation? Quadratic equation is one wherein the variable will have its highest power as what? 2. If this term is not there, then highest power here is what? 1. This is not quadratic equation. Instead, it is what? Linear equation. What it is? Linear equation. You are studying about these equations, right? So there was a chapter called as simple equations in 7th. So since 7th standard you are studying about this. So if I talk about a linear equation, then you have two types of linear equations. One linear equation in one variable, and the second one is linear equation in two variables. Correct. So this you are studying now, and this was there last year, and even in 8th standard also this was there. So what is the difference? Both are linear equation only, but the variable here is what? 1, that is x variable, x or y or p, anything, but single variable will be there. Here what you have? Two variables, so combination of x, y, or combination of p, q, something like this, two variables. But still it is linear only because the degree, what is degree? Degree is highest power is 1. If the highest power is 1, then it is called as linear. Okay, so in quadratic equation what happened? Variable is 1, no two variables and all. Variable is also what? 1, but degree must be equal to what? 2. That's the difference between linear equation and quadratic equation. Okay, so hope you understood till here. Let's get back to the next concept. So what type of questions you will see in this chapter is: 1, check whether the following are quadratic equations. 2nd, solve the following equations by factorization method. 3rd is by formula and by completing square method. 4th, you have real life scenarios, and fifth is nature of roots. So 5 types of questions you will have in this, which are very much important. One is formula method solving, and second thing, real life equations. You should learn to solve all of these real life scenarios. And number 3, questions on nature of roots. These are the 3 most important topics. So from here you can expect a 2 mark, from here expect 3 mark, and from here you can expect 1 or 2. Okay, so now we were talking about the standard form, right? So 1 mark question you can expect from here. They may ask you to write a standard form, or some different question can be given with that, right? So what is happening here actually, standard form, if you are writing ax square bx plus c, or you may write ax square bx plus c equal to 0, right? So the correct one is this. Sometimes what will happen, you may write only this much and come out. This is called as what, expression, I just told you. So marks will not be allotted. Be careful while writing. Make sure you will write this equal to 0. That's very, very important to know about it. Okay, in standard form, ax square bx plus c equal to 0. What will happen if this is 0? Only will remain with bx plus c equal to 0. Now, is this a quadratic equation? No, because x square term is what, missing here. X square term is missing. Okay, if there is this term, if it is absent, then what is the meaning of that? The meaning is here a is equal to what, 0. If a equal to 0, then this term will be missed, because you will multiply 0 into x square, which will become 0, right? So therefore, what we understood, when we write a standard form of a quadratic equation, it is very important to mention that a not equal to 0, and you should also mention ABC are what, real numbers. ABC are real numbers. What do you mean by real number? Every number in the universe comes under this. Every number is a part of real number, right? Take this first question, wherein we are checking whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So let me write the first one. If you have something like this, x plus 1 the whole square equal to 2 into x minus 3. So what will happen now? See, directly if I look at this is a quadratic equation, right? But don't guess, simplify and see. So here I told you we should have algebraic identities in our mind, right? So here we have to apply this formula, a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if I expand according to this, here the first term is, in the place of a we have x, and in the place of b we have 1. We just need to put it here. So I'll get x square plus 2ab, 2 into 1 into x, right, plus 1 square equal to. Now what will happen to this? This 2 will be multiplied to both of them. 2 into x minus 6, right? Now let's simplify further. So we have x square plus we have 2x plus 1. Let me bring these two terms inside. So here this is plus 2x comes inside and becomes minus 2x. This is minus 6 comes inside and becomes what? Plus 6 equal to 0. Now see, this is equal to 0, which is very important part, right? So now we will see, no need to simplify further, just look at it. If it is 1 mark question, then directly you can conclude here only. Look at the variable x, right? And what is the highest power? 2. So it is a quadratic equation. If it is for 2 marks, then further simplify. X square plus this 2x will go here, correct? So we will have 1 plus 6, x square plus 7 equal to 0. Now you look at this, there is one term missing if you compare this to standard form. Ax square bx plus c equal to 0. This is standard form. If you compare, the bx term is missing, which is called as middle term. Middle term is missing. But we are not bothered about middle term. If the first term is missing, this x square term, see here, if this misses, then it is not a quadratic equation. Other than this, if anything is missing, maybe in some questions this constant may miss, or maybe in some questions this may miss, it's okay, no problem. We are not bothered. We just need to make sure whether the variable is one single variable and the highest power should be 2. This much is what we need to focus on, that's all. If this is there, then it is a quadratic equation. If I write only x square equal to 0, this is quadratic equation. If I write only x square plus 1 equal to 0, yes, it is quadratic equation. If I write x square plus 7x equal to 0, yes, it is a quadratic equation. If I write 2x square plus 5 equal to 0, it is a quadratic equation. If I write 7x plus 5, equal to 0. This is not a quadratic equation because x square term is missing. You have to focus on this part. Next question is this, right? X square plus 3x plus 1 left side, x minus 2 the whole square on right side. So this you can do by your own. So just apply the formula a minus b the whole square as we did previously, a plus b the whole square. Apply that and you will. Now look at this. So here you have to apply a formula called as a minus b the whole cube. So those were the these are algebraic identities which you have studied last year, which are very important to remember. So let's solve this. So left side what we have here? Left side we have x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1, right? And right side we have this x minus 2 the whole cube, which we will expand. Now before that, some students, just by looking at this x cube term, they may start thinking that this is not a quadratic equation because the highest power is 3. This might be a cubic one, but don't come to the conclusion because you have cube left side also, and here there is a cube on right side also. So there is a chance that these two will get cancelled and you will remain with only x square part, which will be again a quadratic equation. So simplify and see what will happen. So let's simplify this. So what will happen now here? A minus b the whole cube formula. What is a minus b the whole cube formula? A cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Okay, so just what is a here? In this case a is a. In the place of a we have x, and in the place of b we have 2. We just need to simplify this. So x cube, a cube means x cube, right? Then minus b cube means 2 cube. 2 cube is what? 8. Then minus 3 a square means x square, b means into 2, right? Plus 3 into a is what? X into b square means 2 square. 2 square is what? 4, like this. So let's write further. This implies x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 equal to this side x cube minus 8 minus 6x square plus 12x. 3 4s are 12, right? 12x. Now you observe here what is happening. So this side also you have this x cube term, and this side also you have x cube term. This and this will get cancelled. If you shift this one this side, the plus x cube becomes a minus x cube, and this is plus x cube. So x cube minus x cube will be what? 0, which we call as a cancellation. So what is remaining out of this? Out of this is remaining minus 4x square minus x plus 1. Then that side what is remaining? 8 minus 6x square plus what? 12x, right? So you can see now, if you bring all these three terms to the left side, what will happen? Minus 4x square minus x plus 1, 8 comes here, minus 8, minus 6x square this side, plus 6x square, then plus 12x will become minus 12x. Further on right side we don't have anything, we'll write 0. So if you further simplify this, minus 4 plus 6, just look at this, like terms we are going to add or subtract. Minus 4x square plus 6x square, so we will remain with 2x square minus x minus 12x. So I am having minus 13x, then here minus 8, correct, and plus 1 minus 7 equal to 0. This is the final equation which we got. Now compare this with the standard form. You will see that it is a quadratic equation. Now if you see, it is a multiplication in between, correct, nothing is mentioned. First bracket, second bracket, first bracket, second bracket. So how to multiply? First, from the first bracket, take the first term. So this is my first bracket, which is the first term, 2x, and repeat the second bracket as it is. So this full thing will be repeated as it is, x minus 3. Then we'll take here minus 1 second term. See, with sign we should take minus 1. So I will write minus 1 only, don't have any confusion, just with sign you write whatever you have. Then again repeat the second term, x minus 3. So we'll do the same thing here also. First bracket, I am going to take a first term, x, then I will take this full bracket, x minus 1. Then I will write plus 5, because you can see here plus 5 this time, plus 5, right, x minus 1. Why I am stressing here? Because some students, they write 5 without the sign. Like here they just write 1 without the sign. Don't do that mistake, write with the sign. That is a common mistake what I have seen students doing, right? Okay, so let's multiply this term with both of these and this term with both of these. Okay, same thing we will repeat here also. So 2x into x, 2x square. Okay, 2x into x, just look at this, 2x into x. So 2 as it is, because there is no number this side, x into x will become x square, correct, x into x. Then 2x into minus 3, 2 into 3 will become 6. X is here, but there is no x this side with 3, so we will write x as it is, and here it is minus, correct. Then here minus 1 into x, minus x, then minus 1 minus 3 plus 3. We will multiply 1 into 3, 3 minus this minus will become plus. Same we will repeat x into x, x square minus x plus 5x minus 5. That's all. Now observe here one thing, this is very good question. See here, you have 2x square this side and x square this side. If this x square comes this side, what will happen? 2x square minus x square we will have. So one x square will remain on the left side, right? So let's shift all of them here. So I've shifted already this x square. I'll take 6x minus x plus 3. From here I'll shift minus x is coming here, plus x, then minus 5x, then plus 5. This minus 5 equal to 0. You can clearly see this. If you see this 2x square minus x square, there are 2 x squares. In that, if you remove 1 x square, what will remain with? 1 will remove, because 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So still the x square term is remaining. That means, so this also is a quadratic equation. Like this, I have some homework questions for you people. You try this. If you get any doubt in these also, you can definitely let me know, right? There is an Instagram handle put in the description box. Please message me anytime, any doubt. I will be checking, and will have doubt sessions also. Timing and all I will tell you in the doubt. Here I have written special, and I have written one question here. This is also about check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. It's very important question. To confuse students, they ask this question in exam. So what is the question? X square plus 6x plus root x minus 3 equal to 0, right? So the moment students see this x square term, they just say it is a quadratic equation. But this is not the right answer. That means the given equation is not a quadratic equation. It is a non-quadratic equation. It is non-quadratic. So you need to be very careful in answering such questions. Now why it is non-quadratic? It is because of the presence of this root x term. So in any equation, if you have root x, cube root of x, cube root of x, anything like this, then those equations are called as what? Non-quadratic. So no need to simplify, no need to do anything. Straight away see if there is anything like this root x, cube root of x, anything like this, then directly write the answer. Okay. So student, that's all for this session. In the next session, we are going to discuss the 3 methods of solving a quadratic equation. So I'm going to give you tips like how to easily find the factors. Using formula anyway is not a problem. And how to do how to solve the questions using completing square method. So I'll make it very simple. Don't forget to watch the next video also, and don't forget to share this one to your friends. Ask them to subscribe to our channel. Definitely they will have a fruitful learning from our side. Okay, so you please comment me if you have any questions or anything like that, and also comment me how was the video. If there is any improvement to be done from my side, please let me know in the comment box. Definitely I'll take that feedback and will start improving myself so that I can help students in a like a proper way, right? Thank you so much for watching. There is a Insta handle in the description box. If you have a doubt, you can put a question there also in Instagram, and there in Instagram. Okay, thanks again. Keep rocking and stay healthy. Take care. Bye bye.